Good morning everybody, I hope you're all okay. So today it is Monday's phonics lesson and we're going to go over one of our phonemes that we learned last week. Some of the children at school needed a bit of a recap, so I thought we could do a recap at home as well. And then we're going to learn one new phoneme, and then after that we're going to do some reviews and go through all of the phonemes we've learned and play some games around our phonemes just to go over them and make sure that we know them really well. So first of all, I'm going to identify the phonemes that we've already learned. So behind the triangle there is a phoneme, and I want you to tell me what it is and do the action as well, because the actions are really important for remembering the phoneme. So what's this one? Shh. This one? Qu. This one? This one? Z. This one? Ch. Ch. This one? J. Wobbly jelly. And Y. Y. Okay? So now, let's read all of our tricky words that we've learned so far. We're going to recap these after half term as well, because we have learned so many new tricky words. So first of all, this one says the. This one, she. This one, into. This one, he. This one, be. This one, we. And here we have go. Me. I. This one, two. And no. Okay. So now I'm going to sing our alphabet song. We'll practice this every time we do phonics, okay? Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Okay. So this is the phoneme. We're going to recap. We're going to go over it again. And what is this phoneme? It's a consonant digraph. So it's two letters that make one sound, and that one sound is f. Okay. So I think this one is tricky because there's not a big action that goes with it. All it is just a naughty clown going and that is a bit difficult to remember if there's not a fun action to go with it. So here are the objects again that go with this phoneme. Throne, teeth, so the is at the end, teeth. Thermometer, thumb, and three. Okay, so that is our phoneme. I want you to have a go at writing it down. Just have a little practice so that we're seeing the grapheme and trying to remember what the phoneme, what sound the phoneme makes. Okay, so we're going to get our line. So just on a piece of paper, write down this diagram. So T, remember the stick on the H goes a little bit taller than the stick on the T. Okay. And they need to be close together because they are two letters together. They're not two separate letters. They belong next to each other. Okay. So T and up, over, down, and flick. Okay. So give that to go a little practice before we move on to more phonemes. Okay. So to help us to identify the phoneme, what I'd like you to do is sort these objects into the two circles. So we have the phoneme here And what is this phoneme here? It's sh. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through them one by one. I want you to tell me which circle it goes into. So, what's this? Throne. Which one does it go into? It goes into the circle. Okay, this one. Ship. Which circle does it go into? Ship. It's sh, isn't it? Ship. Okay, and sheep. Which one does sheep go into? Sheep. It's got sh, hasn't it? Sheep. Okay. Thermometer. Which one does thermometer go into? It's that sound. Thermometer. And we've got a 3. Where does 3 go? In as well. And shoe. Which one does shoe go into? It goes into shoe. Okay, and we have a shark. Which one does shark go into? Shark. Okay, and what do we have here? A shed. So which one does shed go into? The sh circle. Shed. And we've got a thumb. So does thumb begin with or sh? It's isn't it? Thumb. Okay, so all of our objects and our sh objects there. So we've already done that. So now we're going to move on to our new phoneme, and it's the phoneme ng. Okay, and it's a digraph because the N and the G together, they are 2 letters and they make that one sound ng. Okay, and the action to go with ng is to pretend you're really strong. Ng. Okay, so practice the phoneme and the action together. So let's look at the objects we've got that begin with that phoneme. We've got, what do we have here? String. Can you hear the ng at the end? String. And we have a swing. And here we've got the strong. Okay, and what noise is this going to make? A bang. And what part of the aeroplane is this? It's the wing. Okay, so a bit tricky to hear at the end. You have to listen out. So now it's your turn to write the digraph. Okay, so I want you to practice first with your fingers and to get lots of practice in before we write with the pen. Okay, so we start at the top, go down, up and over, down and flick. Okay, and for the g, so start at the top. Start at the top, go round and down and a tail. Okay, so let's practice that again. Down, up, over, down and flick, and g goes around the sink, down the drain with that tail. Okay, so I'm going to write it on the board now. So down onto the line, up, over, down and flick, and then the g goes round the sink, down the drain. Okay, so if you notice when I'm doing it again, I'm leaving a space between the two because these 2 letters go together. Okay, when you're writing the ng phoneme, I don't want them far apart. I don't want them like this. So there will be 2 separate phonemes then. I want them together because they make one sound. Okay, so I want you to have a go at writing ng for me. Okay, so pause the video if you need to and give that a try. So now we're going to blend using ng. Okay, and it's going to be my turn first and then your turn. So I have 1, 2, 3 phonemes because that ng is one phoneme, so it's got one long sound phoneme button. Okay, so I've got l, ah, ng, l, ah, ng, long, long. I think that says long, and it's right, it's long. So we've got the long pencil and the short pencil. Okay, and that is a bit like in our maths lessons that we're doing. We've got long and short in our maths lessons, haven't we? So this is the longest and this is the shortest. So now it's your turn. We've got 1, 2, 3 phonemes. So what does this word say? We've got, what's this phoneme here? S, and this one, ah, and this one, okay, let's blend it. S, ah, song, song. What does it say? Song. He's singing a song. Song. Okay. So now I'm going to segment using and it's going to be my turn first and then your turn. So this, I think this is wing, because we've got the wing of the aeroplane. So wing, wing, w, w, wing, w, wing, w, I, wing, wing, wing. Okay, so now it's your turn. I want you to write down the word sing. Okay, so on a piece of paper, I want you to stretch out the word sing and write it down. And as you can see on this phoneme frame, there are 3 phonemes that you need to hear for the word sing. Okay, so pause the video and have a go, and then we'll go through together to see what you've come up with. So sing. What's the first phoneme that you got? S. Sing. What's the next phoneme? I. And the last phoneme in sing. Okay, got that. Okay, is that what you got on your paper? I hope so. So now we're going to read the sentence. Okay, let me just. So, what is this phoneme here? I. And this one, we should know this one. We shouldn't need to blend this one anymore because we see it all the time. What does it say? Can. And our tricky word, the. As for the, it's that the phoneme, isn't it? So it's the and the. And what do we think this says here? We've got 3 phonemes. We've got b, e, l, b, e, l, bell. It says bell. Okay. So I can the bell. What do we do to bells? What could it be? What do you think? Ring. I think it's ring. So shall we write the word ring? Which phonemes do we need for the word ring? Ring. We need a r. I can hear r. And what's next? Ring. I. And lastly, what's that last phoneme we can hear? Ring. It's Ring. Okay, so let's say it all together. I can ring the bell. Okay, and we've got our full stop at the end of our sentence to say that we are finished with our sentence. Okay, so now I would like you to have a go at writing this whole sentence. Okay, I want you to write on your paper, I can ring the bell. Okay, so have a go and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.